Yeah.
Any idea where Stratford might fit?
I would think alphabetically, but
That's it. We're going to start your message. You're never going to get one. How do you do
That's what you get.
Hey guys, we're sorry about the weather today. What's that
She said
Please be seated. Good morning. I'm Noah Miller, the student body president, and it's my honor to welcome you all to the Turner Ashby High School Class of 2022's graduation. Thank you, family, friends, members of the community, faculty, and graduates for being here. Right now, I'd like to call up my good friend and the student body secretary, Jane McCoy. Please give her a hand.
Hi, as Noah said, my name is Jane McCoy, and I have the pleasure of introducing you to this year's student speakers. These two students have been chosen by this year's graduating class as representatives of their peers. First up, we have Daniel Malabad. Daniel is an active member of the Turner Ashby Band and was the drum major of the Marching Knights last year. He was also a member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society and National Honor Society. He will attend James Madison University to study engineering in the fall. Second, we have Audrey Sellers. Audrey is also an active member of the Turner Ashby Band. She was the president of the Tri-M Music Honor Society this year and a member of National Honor Society. She will be attending Vanderbilt University next year to major in oboe performance.
I see the beach balls have already made an appearance. Good morning, parents, friends, faculty, and students. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Turner Ashby High School's 2022 commencement ceremony. I think it's safe to say that the past 4 years have been a little interesting, to say the least. Since freshman year, we've updated our playlists from Old Town Road to Industry Baby, and we've all had a taste of a TikTok addiction. We've gone to the movies, watching Avengers Endgame, Parasite, Batman, and recently, I haven't been able to walk down the halls without hearing "It's Morbin time" at least once or twice. We've seen Super Bowls come and go, and I'm not sure what's more exciting, the halftime shows, or the amount of times Tom Brady unretires with the plans to play the next one. On the smaller scale, here at TA, we gave back to our community and school through the day of service. And our sophomore year, we were all excited for a 2-week break until it turned into 9 months. But as we returned to walk the halls during junior and senior year, we remember the excitement of seeing the Black Plague once again at our sporting events, as we cheered on our sports teams as they soared to championships and new records. In the fine arts, we celebrated a normal marching season, a normal musical season, and the chance to make music and be together once again. All of this has brought you here, either zoned out from my speech already, or nervously tapping your foot, waiting for the chance to walk across our field and accept your diploma. But what exactly is it when you walk to the other side? What exactly do you take with you? I thought about it for a moment, and something from Miss Bryant's DE English class gave me my answer. I can look at it in two ways. The first being value-free. I can look at the past 4 years as a bunch of classes, a bunch of AP tests, and as soon as I'm done shaking Mr. Jett's hand, I can leave. I can never return, never talk to any of you again. Doesn't sound too great, right? On the other hand, I can look at it through the value-laden lens. I can take a look at the people next to me, the people around me, and see what they and the times that we've shared together mean to me. Even though all of our stories are different, we all essentially grew up here together at TA. These are the people we've made memories with, through the boring days or the exciting ones. These are the people we've grown closer to together at our time here at TA. These are the people we've, brain fog, yeah. These are the people we've grown closer to throughout our time here even if they get on our nerves every now and again. These are the people we've watched Max Mondays with, the people we've sat outside at lunch with, the people who have been us for birthdays, for football games, for late night trips to IHOP. The time we've shared together is unique, but the people we've shared it with are too. Just the other day, I attended Mountain View's 5th grade farewell, and the words of Principal Drew Miller stood out to me. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. The past 4 years have created a real family, one stretching just beyond our class here and into the grades above, below, and to our community. These are the people you will always have a connection with, something that I hope each of you will carry when you leave here today. We're all just a call, text, or a Snapchat away, and the friendships that we've built over our time here will not leave just because we do. So, back to today. Commencement. That's a big word, right? But it means simply to begin. There may not be any study guides or progress checks for adult life, but I'm confident that if we go together, we're going to be able to face any bumps in the road. So, keep in touch, TA. Bring the spirit of our school with you and allow it to follow you in whatever you choose to pursue. The world is waiting, and I cannot wait to see what you do. Thank you.
Good morning, faculty, family, friends, and graduates. Welcome to this very special day. We have all waited for what has felt like forever to get to this point, and now we are finally here. Congratulations. It is such an honor for me to be speaking with you today. I remember back in 8th grade that I was told by many people that high school would fly by. Back then, I'm not exactly sure if I fully believed that, but now, standing here today, I can confirm that this is a very true statement. However, the class of 2022's high school experience was a little different than most. With the pandemic shutting down the school back in March of 2020, your average day in the life as a high school student was altered. It continued to be altered for many more months. Collectively, we all had a very obscure junior year. Thankfully, though, we were able to go back to in-person learning. Ever since then, we have come back together, different than we were before 3 years ago. I believe that throughout this unprecedented time, it taught us a lot, but most importantly, I think that it taught us the importance of each other. I think about the fact that countless things have changed since then, but some things stayed the same. Before, we had our families and friends alongside us. Now, we're here at this monumental point in our lives, receiving our diplomas, and we are surrounded by families and friends who have stuck with us. Knowing this is such a comfort, but it is also a reminder to not take those people for granted. For me, high school is about the memories and relationships you make with your fellow peers. One of the fun parts of high school is meeting so many new people and establishing relationships you otherwise wouldn't have had. I have been lucky enough to know some of my closest friends since elementary school, and it is so special to look back and see how far we have come together. I think that it is safe to say that we have all had some sort of struggle within the past year or so. One of my favorite sayings is always be kind, as you never know what someone may be going through. It is easy to become absorbed in our own lives and troubles, but I encourage you to carry this message with you as we embark on our next journey. Congratulations to the class of 2022, and go Knights!
hard, like make a lot of.
So, come back here.
I can tell you how far it is.
Tell me where is the road I can call my own, that I left, that I lost so long ago. All these years I have wandered, oh, when will I know? There's a way, there's a road that will lead me home. After wind, after rain, when the dark is done, as I wake from a dream in the cold of day, through the air there's a calling from far away. There's a voice I can hear that will lead me home. Rise up, follow me, come away home, with the love in your heart as the
I'm back. Let's give it up one more time for our choir. Good stuff. Thank you. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker this morning. John Stevens is not only a friend, but a respected member of this community. He grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina, and graduated from Virginia Tech with a degree in math education. Taught 1 year in Richmond, 3 years at Sports Draft, and 5 years here. He spent a year on the WHSB team and is starting a new chapter in JMU's IT department. Without further ado, Mr. Stevens.
I've not been called Mr. Stevens in a few years, so that brings me back. Well, thank you, Noah, for that kind introduction, and good morning to everyone. And thank you for having me back here at this wonderful place that has treated me so well for many years. I have to tell you how weird it is to be speaking here at graduation and not get the next 2 months off from work. I feel like that should be in my contract, but it's not. And to be not teaching in a windowless classroom explaining how amazing math is. And you know what? Just for old time's sake, I think we should take the next few minutes to rehash some of my personal favorite lessons from algebra, geometry, calculus. What do you think? Mr. Judd, I know FOIL is your favorite. Yep. Hey, at least you remember something. All right, I've been told not to make this a traumatic experience, so I'll refrain. Again, I'm thankful for you having me here today. Though, in a moment of pure honesty, I've really struggled with what I would share with you this morning. What could I possibly offer you that would be worthwhile to share? I'm just a dude who taught math for 10 years, and yeah, okay, I was on TV for that one random year doing weather that no one watched. Trust me, I saw the ratings. And now enjoys working in IT at JMU. Because when you think of inspirational graduation speakers, you immediately think, yeah, let's pick the guy from IT. I also don't have any major accomplishments or any wow stories to inspire you with. Not to mention, I'm also fairly introverted. So in short, my greatest fear in this moment is likely what all of you are thinking right about now. This is going to be the lamest speech of all time. This is an exciting day for you graduates. One chapter, a long one to be sure, ends. It's worth taking time to celebrate that. You don't do something for 13 plus years and not look back and be proud of accomplishing that kind of feat. Whether you achieved at the academic levels you were aiming for, or if you were literally dragged across the finish line by these stubborn teachers and administrators, either way, congratulations to all of you. But another chapter begins today, right now. I realize you're all teenagers and you rarely like to think very far into the future, but humor me for a few minutes. Consider this your last assignment at Turner Ashby, and you just have to answer one question. What do you want to be when you grow up? How many times have you been asked that question? My 4-year-old son's preschool had a graduation of sorts just a few weeks ago, and rising kindergartners had to answer that question. No pressure, kid. I know you're only 5, but give me your life's plan right now. Well, I'm sure by now you at least have some kind of answer for it. They did have some great answers, though, in the preschool. We have lots of doctors, police officers in our future, but nothing compares to that 5-year-old boy who confidently declared he will be the next Kylo Ren. But notice what I didn't say. I didn't ask what you wanted to do when you grow up. I asked what you wanted to be. Those are different. And I believe we spend way too much time answering one of those and not the other. Now let's be honest, when I asked that question, most, if not all of you, jumped straight into an answer involving your career. So let's start there. Like many of you, I had a tailor-made answer ready all throughout high school. I wanted to be a TV weather guy. Since I was a kid, it was what I always wanted to be when I grew up. But as a senior in high school, I also wanted to go to Virginia Tech. I wanted to be a Hokie, and they did not have a meteorology program. So, me becoming a Hokie won out, and I instead pursued something else, being a teacher. But even as a teacher, the desire to be a meteorologist never left. Outside my door, in that windowless classroom that never had working air conditioning. Has that been fixed, by the way? Has it, Miss Polson? No? Darn. All right. Well, I had on a piece of paper an About Me page that had the fact that I always wanted to be a TV weather guy, even when I was a kid. Shoot. Even during COVID times, we'd start our Zoom algebra class with a 3-minute weather report from yours truly. Remember that, Miss Heckman, goodness, Miss Polson. And then in January of last year, opportunity knocked. Now, I had had some background conversations with WHSV in forging a plan that may one day get me to a place where I could get my foot in the door. It was admittedly a long shot plan, and one that would likely unfold at best over a few years. But the door opened only a few months later, and I took the chance to push for it. I would take screenshots of the graphics that they used on their broadcast, copy it into a PowerPoint, project it on the TV behind me with our Chromecast, and then record myself doing the weather. I did work that no one else saw for a hope and a dream. And for reasons I cannot explain to this day, they gave me the reins to a position at their station that has more airtime than any other. I would be praised in the coming months by those in the business that I had real potential. I was a, quote, natural. And if I really wanted to, I could make it big time. It was my dream job. But wouldn't that make for a great motivational message for graduation? Go after your dreams, work hard, do the things that no one else sees, and you can accomplish whatever you put your mind to. Yeah, that would be great, but that's not the message I have for you today. You see, 5 months ago today, I quit that job. It was one of the greatest decisions I've ever made, and I haven't regretted it for 1 second. So what changed? Well, I want to be a good husband, and I made a promise to Alexis, my wife, on our wedding day that she would be a priority in my life. I want to be a present and engaged father, which Connor deserves because every child deserves a present and engaged father. I want to be a man of integrity whose word matters and does things the right way even when it's unpopular. I had the job I always wanted, but I was losing things that mattered more. So without hesitation, I began job hunting in November, had a new job by this past January, and I haven't looked back. You know, I look around our culture and I see too many people living without real conviction. Too many people are wandering through life, being tossed around by what feels good to them or sounds good without any real thought about what's important and worth pursuing and worth holding on to. So what values do we even hold anymore? Family values? We currently have the lowest marriage and birth rates in history of our country. 20 million children are growing up right now without their father in the home. Do we value work ethic? Even before COVID, the percentage of Americans participating in the workforce was at its lowest level in decades. Do we value integrity and being trustworthy? According to a survey done just last year, 74% of high school students, you all, and 95% of college students admit to cheating to get ahead. And 2/3 of parents said it's justified because everyone does it. You think it stops in school? No, you see, once you started sacrificing on doing the right thing, it becomes easier to keep sacrificing. A recent study showed that 75% of employees in the United States have admitted to stealing from their employer. and 60% of them said they'd do it again if they didn't get caught. Every one of us has a deep desire for our lives to matter, for our lives to count for something, but many of us don't really know where to start. Well, why not start here? Live with integrity. Be trustworthy. Be a man or woman of your word. I can tell you, if you just do those things, you'll already stand out from the crowd. I have to tell you that it's becoming more and more difficult to find people who are willing to do the right thing just because it's the right thing to do. I know you've put a lot of thought and energy toward what kind of career you might want, but have you put equal investment into the type of person you'll be as you pursue that career? For instance, what happens when your life's journey doesn't pan out the way you want? Maybe you don't get that dream job, or maybe you do, and it's not what you thought it would be. Or maybe life takes an unexpected turn, and you are forced to settle for something you never wanted or expected. How will you respond then? There are so many things we cannot control in this life. What we can control is how we respond when the going gets tough. Character is tested and solidified in the crucible when things are hard. The seeds of success are planted in difficulty, and those seeds can grow to become a joyful life. One of the best ways you can live a joyful life is to learn how to put aside your own selfishness. Our culture has been telling you that you can find joy by looking inward. Happiness is found inside of you. Let me tell you something. That's a lie. For the past few decades, we've been told to look inward to find happiness, and all it's done is led to a nation that is wildly unhappy and also deeply narcissistic. You want to live a life worth remembering? Choose to make an impact, a positive one, on those around you. Be others-centered. Yes, put the interests of others ahead of your own, and I promise you'll have lived a life that mattered. 2 practical areas that most of you are going to learn how to live this out. First one is marriage. Many of you will choose to get married someday, which is fantastic. 2 becoming one, the one relationship with the most intimacy, deep bonds of friendship and vulnerability. But funny enough, there's one person who can make me angry enough to slam my face through a concrete wall. Yes, that's my wife. Sorry, honey. Because I'm selfish, and she often gets in the way of what I want. But my life is so much better with her, and when I put her desires and needs ahead of my own. Our marriage only works because it has the security of a vow, a promise, to have and to hold till death do us part. Do you know why people make that promise? Because marriage is hard. The temptation to walk away is easy. But remember, character is tested in the crucible. When things get hard, and they will you break that vow as soon as you made it? Or will you be a man or woman whose word means something? Second area, where a lot of you will learn to put the interests of others ahead of yourself, will be in parenthood. Oh, children. They are the greatest, most wonderful, and yes, most irritating gifts you could ever receive. They also represent the greatest responsibility you will ever take on. Parenting is by far the hardest job on this planet. Kids will push you farther than anything or anyone else could possibly push you. At least with a spouse, you theoretically have 2 selfish people trying to put each other first. With kids, they just flat out don't care what you want. You'll start the afternoon wanting to watch a Virginia Tech football game, and instead, you'll end up reading The Little Mermaid 11 times in a row, and they won't even thank you for it. In fact, they'll cry because you didn't read it the 12th time. You will learn very quickly how hard it is to put the desires of others in front of your own. Character is tested in the crucible. Will you be there for them when it gets harder? Because if you are there, you will have made the greatest impact on the life of someone else that you could ever make. Talk about a life that matters. Look, I can't stand here and promise that you'll become wealthy or be remembered for accomplishing some major feat, such as becoming president, curing cancer, or walking on Mars. I mean, I hope you do. I hope you do those things, certainly. And we'll be right here celebrating with you as soon as it happens. But let's be honest. There will be many of us who don't accomplish a feat like that. But you will be remembered for something. We're all leaving a legacy. You want to leave behind a legacy that's guaranteed to matter, that the people who really know you will carry with them after you? Live with the right convictions. Do the right thing when seemingly no one else will. Put the interests of others ahead of your own, and you'll stand out from the crowd, and you'll leave a legacy that cannot be matched. So, what will you be when you grow up? I pray and urge you to give that question the consideration it deserves in the coming weeks as you begin this next chapter. I mentioned earlier that preschool graduation. Now, my son's not going to kindergarten next year, so he didn't have to answer that question. But in the spirit of prepping for this talk, I asked him. And just this past Wednesday, he gave me an answer at the dinner table. I said, Connor, what do you want to be when you grow up? He paused, thought for a bit, then he smiled. And he looked at me and he said, I want to be a daddy. You want to talk about a moment of joy? I quit that job for him. And I'm not sure he would have said that if I hadn't. Learn to put others first and live with integrity. You won't regret it. Now, it's hard to imagine, nearly 16 years ago today, I spoke to my own graduating class back in North Carolina. And I'm going to end this speech with the exact same exhortation that I gave to my peers then. I've been told that it was one of the greatest endings to a speech that people have ever heard. And I'm pretty modest, but I think they're right. I think it really does hit the mark. So listen up. Here it goes. Are you ready? Go Hokies. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Stevens. Turner Ashby High School recognizes 3 students for Principals Awards based on individual achievement and success. The first of these awards is the Citizenship Award. This award is chosen by the senior class for their classmates who demonstrate kindness, ethics, values, hard work, and the willingness to help others. This year's winner of the Principal Citizenship Award is Daniel Malabad. The second of these awards is the Achievement Award. This award is chosen by the faculty and recognizes one senior who possesses a tremendous work ethic, perseverance, and a never-say-die attitude. This year's winner of the Principal's Achievement Award is Matthew Beach. The third of these awards is the Leadership Award. This award is chosen by the Student Council Association and recognizes one classmate who demonstrates the ability to lead, to set high standards for him or herself, and be a role model for the entire student body. This year's winner of the Principal's Leadership Award is Noah Miller. Another recognition that I would like to make is for our Character Counts winners for TA who were recognized in May at our school board meeting. At this time, will Ava Grace Flory and Dr. Jalil please stand and be recognized. Turner Ashby High School has 4 categories of graduates. There are graduates receiving Advanced Studies diplomas, Standard diplomas, Applied Studies diplomas, and General Education Development certificates through the Virginia Department of Education's Individual Student Alternative Education Program. All diplomas and certificates meet standards set by the State Board of Education. The Advanced Studies diploma requires a minimum of 26 units of credit in grades 9 through 12. Advanced Studies diploma students who graduate with a grade point average of 3.0 or better and successfully complete courses giving them the potential to earn at least 9 college credits, those folks will receive a governor's seal on their diploma. The Standard diploma requires 22 units of credit in grades 9 through 12. Standard diploma and Advanced Studies diploma students who graduate with a grade point average of 4.0 or better will receive the State Board of Education seal on their diploma. Students receiving an Advanced or Standard diploma who have completed a prescribed sequence of courses in career and technical education with a 3.0 or better within those courses, or those who have passed an industry certification test, will have a career and technical education seal on their diploma. Students earning either the Standard or Advanced Studies diploma may earn a seal for excellence in civics education if they have at least a B average in both Virginia and U.S. history and Virginia and U.S. government, have earned no disciplinary infractions, and completed at least 50 hours of voluntary service in extracurricular activities and community service. The Applied Studies diplomas are awarded to students who complete the requirements of their individualized education program. The GED certificate requires participation in the ISAEP program. 118 students have been designated honor graduates by achieving a grade point average of 3.35 and above on all work taken in grades 9 through 12. These students must also earn either the Advanced Studies or Standard diploma. The names of these students are noted in your graduation program. Also noted are the names of 48 graduates who have achieved a grade point average of 4.0 or higher on all classes taken in high school. Would the following students please stand to be recognized? Allison Adams, Audrey Anderson, Hannah Balger, Daisy Bickerstaff, Alexis Blankenship, Jerica Blankenship, Faith Bowman, Josephine Brumfield, Emma Burkholder, Ada Cole, Rachel Cron, Mackenzie Sizik, Haley Daubert, Morgan Dellinger, Dennis Desityakov, Caleb Early, Logan Farish, Ava Flory, Holly Frost, Levi Goldberg, Danielle Hall, Brooke Harper, D.R. Jaleel, Nicholas Capperday, Devin Cassee, Richard Kello, Alexa Knight, Brenna Looney, Andrew McCrae, Daniel Malabad, Nicholas May, Jane McCoy, Jacob Miller, Noah Miller, Ellen Miradali, Harley Pangle, Reese Pangle, Joshua Payne, Grace Post, Jennifer Roth, Brianna Sandridge, Ava Schrag, Nora Shank, Owen Shank, Jenna Skelton, Alyssa Smith, Jaden Thomas, and Abigail Villacrucis. Let's give them a round of applause. In addition, 19 seniors have been awarded the Scholars Award for having received all A's for all courses taken in high school. Would the following students please stand and be recognized? Audrey Anderson, Alexis Blankenship, Josephine Brumfield, Mackenzie Sizik, Caleb Early, Logan Farish, Ava Grace Flory, Levi Goldberg, Danielle Hall, Brenna Looney, Andrew McCrae, Jacob Miller, Ellen Miradali, Brianna Sandridge, Ava Schrag, Nora Shank, Owen Shank, Jaden Thomas, and Abigail Villacrucis. This morning, 135 students will receive the Advanced Studies Diploma, 93 students will receive the standard diploma and 6 will receive the applied studies diploma, making a total of 234 graduates. To date, this class has earned $5,130,800 in scholarship money. That's a school record for TA. It is requested that there be no applause until all students have received their diplomas. As a matter of courtesy to all graduating seniors, we request that all persons remain seated until all diplomas have been awarded and the graduates have completed the recessional. At this time, I would like to present the graduating class of 2022. Candidates for graduation, please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas.
Noah Wagner Miller. Harley Reeve Pangle. Jane Marcella McCoy. Saman Azad Adi. Allison Grace Adams. Taylor Nicole Adams. Andrea Michelle Aguiluz. Audrey Joy Anderson. Skylar Hope Andrew. Emily Andrew Mateos. Diego Alejandro Ariana Miramontes. Nebiu Samson Acefa. Haiti Danielle Ayala. Cody Andrew Ballant in absentia. Adam Michael Bass. Hannah Grace Barber. Matthew Apollos Joshua Beach. Joseph Kincaid Beckwood. Hannah Adele Benisher. Alexis Michelle. Daisy Olivia Bickerstaff. Kyla Nayland Blackburn in absentia. Chandler Nicholas Blair. Alexis Faith Blankenship. Jerica Nicole Blankenship. John Wesley Glosser Jr. Emma Catherine Bollier. Faith Marie Bowman. Peyton Stone Bowman. Josephine Lee Brumfield. Emma Elizabeth Burkholder. Xavier Ulysses Campbell. Kimberly Marie Campos. Jonathan David Carter. Chloe Elizabeth Cade. Omar Celestino Calixto. Kristen Dane Charlton. Joshua Albert Christian. Giuseppe Giovanni Sierra. Jamie Glenn Click. Titus Earl Clifton. Julian Keith Coakley. Macy Louise Coker. Joshua Aaron Cokie, Ada Violet Cole, Brandon Scott Corbin, Rachel Elizabeth Crawl, Avery Quinn Crockett, Chloe Renee Collins, Mackenzie Joy Sizik, Lena May Sizik, Eddie Jalel Darwish, Haley Ann Dauber, Hayden Christopher Davis, Micah James Davis, Lillianne Marina Day Miller, Morgan Paige Dellinger, Carter Harrison Dodd, Charles Elliott Dowdy, Marina Pavel Drono, Caleb Michael Early, Sydney Nicole Early, Esther Bernice Eaton, Dylan Ray Eppard, Arlington Tucker I, Ethan Joseph I, Bryce Michaela Zola Farley, Elena Linnell Barron, Logan DeWitt Barish, Jolie Faith Farrell, Ethan Craig Fetterman, Taylor Nicole Fletcher, Ava Grace Flory, Dylan Lee Ford, Ethan Trenton Fox, Holly Noel Frost, Caden Ray Garza, Matthew Lee Gentry, Noah Cole Gerber, Levi Shirk Goldberg, Wesley Aaron Gregory, Carson Nicole Griffin, Elise Corinne Gunderson, Juan Jose Guzman, Danielle Marissa Hall, Helen Hama Amin, Adam David Barnes, Brooke Michelle Harper, Bala Isa Hassan in absentia, Walker Reeves Hatch, Caden Michael Heatwell, Benjamin Scott Edward, Harley Nicole Edrick, Halen Faith Heischman, Madeline Kate Burr, Carly Dawn Higgs, Cole Riley Hoover, Matthew Riley, Mort Hoover, Kylie Nibare Forrest, Tyler Christian Huffman, Aiden Miller, Jasmine Layla Isaac, Diyar Mohammed Jalil, Shane Matthew Jarrett, in absentia, Caitlin Marie Jones, in absentia, Benjamin Munzer Papperday, Nicholas Munzer Papperday, Devin Grace Cassini, Sierra Dawn Kelly, Richard Henry Keller, Jacob Forrest Keplinger, Leah Elizabeth Kiriko, Trent Matthew Heiser, Brittany Lynn Klein, Courtney Adair Nicely, Alexa Rose Knight, Ricky Lane Knight, Emily Nicole Knighting, Jan Bradley Knott, Autumn Faith Crone, Megan Michelle Hyder, Dakota Sean Lambert, Samantha Lacey Lambert, Jonathan Alexis Ledesma, Giovanni Eli Ledesma, Aiden Clay Lilly, Avery Grace Logan, Brenna Carlene Looney, Reina Regina Loredo, Andrew David Lowe, Sydney Gail Lyon, Andrew Stewart McRae, Daniel Jacob Malabat, Emma Grace Manning, Owen Mateo Perez, Kyle Lamar Most, Nicholas Paul May, Caitlin Diane, Yekaterina M. Melchikov, Annalyn Marie Merriman, Kevin Luis Mesa Garcia, Adia Elise Michael, Maya Jasmine Michael Lee, Jacob Thomas Miller, Ryan Michael Miller, Helene Ishtar Miragli, Jordan Mackenzie Elena Mitchell, Madison Presley Morris, in absentia, Garrett Lee Morrison, Carter Mitchell Moyers, Viarohanga Mujito, Miranda Elizabeth Meyer, Dr. Bayar Najim, Elizabeth Noel Nieder. Tyrese Jordan Nuevo Romero. Madeline Grace O'Brien. Dylan Cole Ochoa. Garrett Michael Ortiz. Sydney Ann Palmer. Reese Haley Hangle. Joshua Kenyon Payne. Kelsey Renee Plecker. Grace Elizabeth Post. Brianna Shea Prost. Delaney Quinn Prost. Eston James Huffenbarger. Jalen Kai Quintanilla. Tova Sky Raines. Tyler Wilfredo Ramos. Jamie Ramos Cortez. Hayden Tyler Rathbun. Alicia Bravas. Jaden Christopher Raines. Shane Michael Redifer, in absentia. Mason Thomas Reed. Bradley Dwayne Rexroad, in absentia. Jackson Cole Reiner. Lexi Dawn Ritchie. Christian Lee Roadcat. Gabriel James Robinson. Ryan Jahel Rodriguez Hernandez. Jahaira Rojas Clemente. Gerald Salvador Romero Ramos. Carlos Emmanuel Rosas Carcamo. Faith Lene Rose. Jennifer Lee Ross. Joshua Ryan Sager. Misty Salazar Rojas. Brianna Renee Sanders. Esther Marie Sarko. Ava Louise Schrag. Benjamin James Schultz. Audrey Grace Sellers. Hayden Riley Seward. Iman Shafiq. Nora Claire Shank. Owen Daniel Shank. Devin Earl Shepard. Samuel Aubrey Schickel. Avery Devine Schiffer. Gunnar Pearson Scholl. Kalen Joseph Scholl. Addison Wayne Simmons. Anna Violet Simmons. Ryan Scott Simpson. Jenna Summer Skelton. Alyssa Lynn Smith. Brianna Lee Smith. Carly Ann Smith. Isaiah Mikhail Smith. Landon Elizabeth Spots. Garrett Lehman Spruill. Robert Philip Strain, Emily Ann Stratford, Megan Marie Swope, Elena Petrovna Sacheva, Drew Bakir Taha, Jaden Rose Thomas, Olivia Grace Bison, Jade Elizabeth Marie Trent in absentia, Maxwell Spencer Turner, Nevaeh J. Fines, Abigail Marie Villacruzes, Adam Henry Wample, Avery Elizabeth Warford, Brooke Nicole Whitmore, Lauren Kate Wilbur, Molly Catherine Wright, Joshua Lee Zirkle, Dennis Mikhail Desiatnikov, Anthony Wayne Griffith Jr., Marcus Vlad Shemeko,
I got it right here. Anthony, I have yours.
I knew about the balls, you guys. You didn't get that one over on me. That's why I brought my little bucket out here. But when I heard it was going to be golf balls, so I thought with 245 golf balls, that might be enough to get me through one round of golf. But now it's ping pong balls, so I guess I'm going to be playing a lot of ping pong now. I have to go buy a ping pong table now. Before turning over the next part of the ceremony to Lily Day Miller, I would like to recognize several groups of people. First, if you are a Turner Ashby graduate, please stand and be recognized. There's a lot of us out there. In addition, it is traditional for the speaker at commencement to have a connection with TA, and John Stevens follows in that proud tradition. Thank you again, John, for sharing our special day with us. The next group to be recognized is our outstanding faculty and staff. Will you please stand and offer them a round of applause? Having just awarded 234 diplomas to the class of 2022 and just collected 234 ping pong balls, I want you to know that I have truly enjoyed spending your high school years with you and will always remember your successes. It has been a great year, and you have accomplished many great things through your academics, athletics, fine arts, and vocational endeavors. Turner Ashby is truly a school of champions in all areas. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Turner Ashby High School, and by the power and authority vested in me by the Rockingham County Board of Education and the Commonwealth of Virginia, I declare you graduates of Turner Ashby High School, class of 2022.
fortunate enough to be a member of the graduation committee this year. As a group, we decided what the class of 2022's gift would be. We decided to give back to our teachers this year as a small token of our appreciation for everything they've put up with over the last 4 years. Especially with the curveballs COVID threw at them, we've definitely asked a lot of the TA staff, but they always delivered. We created gift baskets containing items from local stores that we delivered to each faculty member. In addition to that, we are donating money to multiple departments, including the arts/crafts, band, choir, and theater, so they can continue giving opportunities to future classes. So, to the teachers and faculty, thank you so much for shaping us over these last 4 years, no matter the obstacles. I would now like to introduce a longtime friend of mine and the student body vice president, Harley Pangle, for a final farewell. Thank you to every single person that came out to support us today. The last time I saw these stands so packed was when we beat the Gobblers. We wouldn't be where we are right now without each of you, and it really does mean the world to us. Well, class of 2022, we did it. We really did it. Don't ever forget that we are forever a part of the Knight family, and will always have Turner Ashby to call home. Congratulations, and go Knights!
Let's go home!
Band is where's your top? Wait, why are we gonna look on here in the hall? Look out.
Thank you.